Oh, he's got a knife. But he's going that way. He's walking away. He's got a knife. Yeah.
He's charging away from us backwards.
Away from you. Yeah. And the dude didn't waste no time. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, wow. Like I said,
Well, and that's not even dealing with the issue of the excessive response that, Stephon Clark shot 8 times, 20 shots fired. Now, I know baseball season just started up, and we're supposed to be really impressed by someone who has a 400 batting average, which means 40% of the time they hit the ball. Mm-hmm. That's like Trump approval level rated. Yeah, it's...
Oh, don't give him that much.
Well, but if you're a cop and you are, people, a big thing in the gun debate and these idiots who want to arm teachers, they go, well, it should only be trained professionals. Here you got trained professionals who aren't even, hitting a 50% success rate.
Look, I got
enough.
I have guys come from the academy.
Stormy Daniels'
all the time.
attorney says.
We have guys that come over to new staff, come over to probation. They're straight from the academy, and the idiots at the academy would tell them, "Stay away from the veteran staff. They're disgruntled. Don't talk to them." And so I said, "Did anyone ask the question if they are disgruntled, how they got disgruntled?" No one ever asked. I mean, why would they be disgruntled? And who's training the staff? Who's showing the staff that? Because we have less kids now. When I started, we had 800 deep. Now we're down to 200. But yet we got more problems because the kids know you can't touch them now. You can't put your hands on them. You can't. You got they're handing out cheeseburgers and they're giving them. We're gonna bring them bikes, and pretty soon we're gonna bring in dogs, and we're gonna do all that. And it's like he robs houses. I'm sorry, his files look pretty thick, and and they said, well, who's showing them how to deal with the situation, how to think on your feet, how to structure a minor? Those very veteran staff that you told them to stay away from. And they said, well, how do you get? Kid said to me, I'm not going down in my room. Fuck that, Holmes. I'm not going down. Okay. You're not going down? No. Okay. And he was in the day room. You know what I did? I moved everything out of the day room, and I left him in there. I locked the door. They said, what are you doing? No. Leave him in there. Don't touch him. Leave him in there. He'll get tired. I'm getting paid. I'm not going to let a 16-year-old tell me how to live my life. Okay? And what happened? Hey, sir, can I use the bathroom? You going down to your room? Yeah, I'm tired, man. Okay. See you later. Take your pants off. Use your head. Don't let him, because if he sees he's got control, he's going to wear you out. But you just think, oh, hey, you ain't going down? That concrete, stand on that concrete a while, it'll bother you. And you don't want to lay on it. So, some bitch, he took his ass down in his room. You got to think. That's all. But a young person coming in, they're not going to know that. Young people today, I don't know what it is, but when they're dealing, they think, oh, I got a new job. Hey, there's all kinds of new Lexuses, and they got buying new Mustangs and everything. I said, no, brother, you're going to earn your money today. You're going to earn your money. That new car ain't going to help you. You got to do better than that. You got to talk to that kid. He said, how do you guys talk to him? I said, none of them. I said, nothing's in this cell phone. No. You got to talk. You got 17 criminals sitting in front of you, and they want to, hey, man, you better find a way to entertain them and how to deal with them. And I think that dealing with the police department and all these different, they bring us people, So I get the stress that their job is under. I mean, the stress that they're under, but they cannot just willy-nilly start pulling guns. Okay? I get that you should have your hand, hey, but you got to know the commands. You got to know the situation. Don't just start shooting people. Because if you do, now you got problems. And you shot 20 times, 7 of them hit him in the back. You can't do that. You can't do it. I mean, and you're wondering why. And I thought I had the story wrong. Someone told me that, hey, no, man, it wasn't him. They said that someone was busting out windows. And someone said, they said, well, so we thought, well, hey, why is he running? If he didn't do anything, why are you running? That's the first question people say, hey, if you didn't do anything, why are you running? Okay. But still, I never heard, show me your hands. Hands up. Now they're just shooting, man. They're just dropping. You don't hear them say, show me your hands. He said, or hands up, all this type of stuff. Don't move. I know when I get pulled over, I put my hands on the steering wheel. I do just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you, officer? And so, let him see you. Do everything you can.
Yeah, when you're going for your license and your insurance, slow, deliberate.
Hey,
fucking narrate it. I'm reaching for the glove compartment now.
Right.
I'm opening the glove compartment. I'm taking out, it's like you feel like a bad magician.
Right.
I'm taking out nothing up my sleeve.
Remember the guy who shot the dude in front of his family?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. Sitting in his car. Little girl is in the back. Brother's very well known at the high school that he worked at. He's reaching to show the police officer he had a gun permit. He's reaching and shot him dead. Shot him. I'm like, and dude's dying. His girlfriend is filming the whole thing.
He was amazingly calm. That was one of the most disturbing things about that part. That video is, she's sitting there going, "Don't tell me he's dying in front of me like this. Don't tell me he just got shot." I mean,
the guy said, the cop is saying, "Well, I told him don't move." Motherfucker, his daughter is in the back. What crime are you committing? Do you see the 4-year-old in the back? When she watched her dad die. And that should I always say, look, it should bother everybody. I don't care what your race is. You see people innocently getting killed like that, it should bother you. Rodney King should bother everybody. You should not be saying, well, he probably shouldn't have moved. Well, who knows? Did he commit the crime? No. That should bother you.
That's one of the other things that I love when these shootings happen is the guy who got killed in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Blood tests after the fact showed that he had cocaine in his blood. Big fucking deal. I mean, it's not
CDs.
angel dust. It's not, something where he was actively freaking out in the parking lot of the liquor store where he was selling the CDs. It's just a way of trying to smear the victim after they're already dead.
Yeah. Well, selling CDs or selling loose cigarettes or what, all these things that the people have been accused of, that's not anything to get killed over,
No. And so it's a shame that if you look at history and what Jim Crow had done, when brothers were set free, they weren't free. They would round them up. You were not allowed to walk the streets. They would pick you up and lock you up because they still needed human labor to do work. So you had guys that were committing suicide in prison because they could not. That's where the 13th Amendment comes from. They were not allowed to walk free. This stuff has been passed on, and it has not stopped. It went from the grandfathers and the fathers and everything of brothers having problems with police officers and dying and being locked up. Incarceration has been a part of the black community for so long, and crime and everything else. And people say, you're just making this up, and it's just, you think it's the brothers or other people going to jail. No. Yeah, there is other people going to jail. But we only make up 12% of the population. Why are we, so many of us, in jail? And so when you have discrimination, when you have the violence that has come against them, and when you see the brutality that's come over the black community over the years, I get it. I get why people feel the way that they do, and they don't trust you, and they don't trust law enforcement. And this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to make them continue not to trust law enforcement. Are there brothers out there who commit crimes? Yes. But should you all shoot them, just come through with a machine gun and gun them down when the dude's standing there with a white fucking cell phone? No. In his grandmother's backyard. But yet Dylan Roof murdered 9 people. And that's why people get this whole racial thing going, see? Because there was a white cat who went and killed 9 black folks in a church, and you took him to Burger King.
Yep.
Take him to Burger King. He didn't even get shot. He killed 9 people. Hey, you hungry, bro? Yeah. You want to swing by and grab a burger before you go get locked up? Yeah. What do you say? What do you say? You grab like Coke and then yeah. And then you said, and guys say, well, Shipp, you're dividing the country. You're saying those things. I'm telling you the truth, idiot.
Well, and that I think is one of the biggest problems, and we're seeing it across the board, is especially with Trump and the leaks that are coming out of the White House. People try to make the issue, well, you're separating people by pointing out what's actually happening. Like, no, what's actually happening is separating people. I'm trying to fix it by pointing it out. I'm on the fence about leaks that come out of the White House, but it seems that with this White House, it's not a leak. It's whistleblowing.
Right.
It is calling out what's wrong. Trump got all upset when the news came out that when he was on the phone with Putin, his staff had big note that said, "Do not congratulate," and he did it. And tried to make the issue into, well, it's where the information is leaking out. That's the worst thing. No, it really isn't the worst thing. That's possibly the best thing to come out of this. People need to know how incompetent he is on the regular, because even when it's right in front of their faces, his followers don't see it.
Well, he's still shocked that he won. He's still shocked.
I'm still shocked.
Right?
We're all still shocked.
Right. Well, he said, I fucking won.
We got PTSD from that.
Yeah. I fucking won? Yeah, I told you. Look at that. I'm president. Yeah. We put a reality TV star in the White House. America did this.
Yep.
You did this, and because you claim that you wanted something different, you're too political to this, and you put this guy in. I'm a businessman. I'm a this. I'm a that. The real businessman that they had there, Tillerson. Tillerson is a businessman. Tillerson has been all over the world.
Well, I won't dispute the assertion that Trump is a businessman. And for years, Republicans have been saying, we need a businessman in the White House. What we could have used is a good businessman. If you're going to put a businessman in there,
right? I mean,
how about a good businessman?
Right.
How about an ethical businessman?
Right.
How about a businesswoman? Just
yep,
saying.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
How about
with
a business non-gender conforming? Just saying. Just trying to.
No. Absolutely.
Just saying.
Absolutely right. And it's one of the business person.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Let's say a business person.
There we go.
I mean, look, we're not saying that. Yeah. I mean, but I'm just saying you're right and
just
good.
Trying to represent.
Good. I'm glad you spoke up in it because you were there. You were quiet for a little bit there. So good. Great for throwing that in there. But like I said, either a woman, whatever. I mean, I don't even think they're ready for a woman. I don't think they want, because they're like, I want no chick telling me how to, because you still got that thinking. You still got that some bitch. You still got that some bitch who thinks that women should be in the kitchen.
This country is actually more sexist than it is racist. It seems like. Yeah. I mean, if you have to choose,
I don't know.
I don't know. Both. I mean, they're pretty bad on both. They're pretty bad on both.
No. The game plan is to mesh them together. Okay, it's always been that way.
I know. I forget it. They're homophobic the most.
But see, you want to mesh. You want to mesh race and all these other things that they've been discriminated against together. Difference is with race, you're being judged by the color of your skin. The other ones, you're being judged by gender. You're not being. You can't just slam them together that way, because if you do that, then guess what? You're diminishing everything. No. They're both very, very important. And don't try to trick me by pushing them together and thinking, oh, well, that's just, they're all the same thing. We're all, no.
But a black man did get the office of president, Obama, before a woman, and black men were able to vote before women were. So we do have a little bit of a record there to show something.
Right, but there again, when you throw in
America,
when you throw in the black
for Americans.
But the thing is, when you throw in that black woman, okay, she still didn't have the same rights as that white woman. Okay, she's still judged by the color of her skin. Okay, even though she's
Oprah
a woman.
in 2020. Let's go.
Oh, but she don't want
no more TV stars. Let's get someone who
actually. I would take Oprah.
Let's get someone who actually knows the law.
Yeah,
that's maybe a good place to start.
I think we should get somebody who will win. That's a start.
Yeah, that also is true.